Hi, my name's Emma McInnes. I'm a health improvement specialist for Public Health South Tees. I'm employed by Middlesbrough Council. I've got the Age and Well portfolio, so my role's around improving health outcomes in all areas of physical and mental health in older people. So one of the big programmes that I lead is Age Friendly Communities. So Age Friendly Communities is a World Health Organisation initiative that was designed by the World Health Organisation and older people from around the world. And it's based on 8 domains of what older people say matters for them to help them thrive and age well in their community of choice. In this video, you'll see that we've interviewed various people who we wanted to shine the light on, people who've made a valuable contribution to the local community. We've got people with learning disabilities that represent older people living with learning disabilities. We've got people with long-term conditions, including dementia. Some of those people are living with dementia themselves. And we've interviewed carers. We've interviewed volunteers, people who were once carers and have stayed on to support and provide peer-led support and helping out at various dementia-friendly activities in the community.
My name is Julie McGee. Some roles I play in the community. I'm part of Middlesbrough First, which is a charity that supports adults with learning disabilities and special needs. I'm the chair of trustees of that group, and I work a lot with other adults who've got those learning disabilities there as well. I'm currently working for Middlesbrough Council on their Seniors Connected programme, and that supports our age-friendly Middlesbrough, so supporting people who are older in our community and looking at ways in which we can work with groups to support those people as well.
What's your role?
Yeah, my name's Brian Rowcroft, and for the last 7 years I've been leading on Dementia Friendly Middlesbrough. And as part of Dementia Friendly Middlesbrough, we established these dances at the Ackland Green Centre. People living with dementia and their family members said it was so beneficial on so many grounds, because it's not only physically movement that a lot of people don't with dementia. They get quite sort of sedate. Stimulation with music. They'll join in singing songs from all generations. They get to dance. And one of the nicest things I think that was said to me, a chap that was coming with his wife, and he actually said because of what was happening, he never thought he'd get to dance with his wife again. And he got to dance with his wife to their favourite records every week.
My name is Anastasia. I was introduced to the Aging Better Middlesbrough in 2020. I didn't have very much time to do a lot of things, but I gained a lot of experience out of this association with the Aging Better Middlesbrough. I find that it is a very motivating, a very interesting way to offer things to the community, to meet people, to interact with people, exchange ideas, learn and teach and learn. I find it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to volunteer and get involved with people's lives.
My name's Angela Beagnall. I don't have a particular role, but I used to bring my dad here. My dad was diagnosed with dementia, and unlike other things, it's not like you get a prescription, this is what you do, whatever, you're just left with it. And I thought, well, okay, so I went on courses, thought there must be things out there, found out about these things, and I used to bring my dad. And I knew he'd enjoy it, but I didn't know he would love it. And I didn't know I would love it, because my dad would come in and talk to people. I would come in and talk to people who were in my position. And we'd feel great, and I'd honestly leave the dances after I'd had a night out with my dad 20 years ago. And I felt like I'd had a drink and I'd had a cup of tea.
My name is Sven. I do a lot with the community. I do a lot for people with learning disabilities. I do a lot for older people. Making sure that they get and what the needs are, go out and see what's available for them, try and get information and that sort of thing, which can be very vital.
I am Sue Fordyce, and I here as a volunteer. Originally I started coming to Brian's dances with my mum, who had Alzheimer's. And so, when she sadly had to go into care, I still between visiting her at the care home, I still come here on a Wednesday to help out because I get upset. I appreciated so much what they did for us.
Reverend Kath Dean, and I'm project leader for the Genesis project. Well, 20 years ago we were just kids clubs and getting kids off the streets, but then we started to get to know the parents to make a difference in the community, and then we were getting up to 50 people coming for a sit-down meal each week, and COVID hit. And from that point, we had to change what we did. So we started to feed people, provide clothes and household items. But the main thing we did was contact with people. So during the lockdown periods, there was a time when mental health was an issue and people could meet outside. So we created a community garden space so that people from the area could meet together safely. And that's how the whole thing started, really. So we got people who first came for help, for food, for clothes, and for company. And they liked what we did, and they became volunteers. And then they now help other people.
Dennis Plows, been coming here probably 6 years. I get the most thing I get is pushing the wheelchairs round to the music so that they're dancing with the music.
I'm Anne Kreisel, I'm retired, and in the area I'll help wherever I can. If Age Friendly ask me, can I do? If I can, I do, as I did with Aging Better Middlesbrough.
My name is Zahid Majid. I'm 56-year-old, born and bred in Middlesbrough. Been in Middlesbrough all my life. Used to have a pizza shop in Catterick Garrison for about 35 years. Recently sold that December last year. So I've moved into Middlesbrough now. Palladium Shops, Groveville, I don't know if anybody knows that area. Just opened a little cakes and shakes place there.
My name's Alison and I care for my mum 24/7. She moved down nearly 6 years ago to live with me. And we come here because we get a lot of benefit. I see a difference in my mum having come here. The singing, the dancing, moving about. And then when we go home, there's still that knock-on effect of her feeling of having had a good time, even though she's actually forgotten that she's been here. So it just makes my life a little bit easier to be able to come somewhere and enjoy a bit of time. Even I'm with her, but I'm with a whole lot of other people who are in the similar situation, so we can support each other.
My name is Nora Coke and I reside in Cohesion. I came from London exactly 30 years ago, but this is my hometown.
I'm Denny Robbins, and my husband has dementia and was diagnosed 10 years ago, so we've been going quite a long time. We started coming here when Brian was doing the cinema, and he asked us what we would like, and we asked him about dancing, and he and we put this together, and it really took off. It was once a month to start with, and then it became much more regularly, and as you see now, there's a lot of attendance.
My name is Claire Higgins. I volunteer in quite a lot of places. The work I do with Middlesbrough First is a self-advocacy group for people with learning disabilities, to give them a voice and to help people that haven't got a voice.
Mi nombre es Regla Caridad Prieto Delgado. I'm Sandra Pace. When she came from Cuba, she was very active while she was living in there. She had friends who she used to go and do Tai Chi. Moving due to illness, she moved over with me and my husband. And obviously I didn't want her to changed her life dramatically because she was very involved in the community. So I look around and I found this dementia dancing, and I know for a fact that she loved to dance, and I thought this is the right place for her to get to know the community, get to know the country, and be familiar with people at the same age and with the same interest.
Alan Pico.
I'm Diane, I'm Alan's daughter, and over the last few years since Dad's diagnosis, we've done a lot of, well, Dad, for instance, got involved in the dementia tours at Middlesbrough Football Club. So he would take people around with dementia and talk about the days when he used to play. And he's also got involved through the foundation, MFC Foundation. He's got a memorabilia box, and we used to go around all the care homes, and he'd talk about his old days, and the people there, the residents particularly, loved it, talking about the old days and when he played for England and Leeds and obviously Middlesbrough when he played for the borough. So yeah, you enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Since COVID, we're more aware of how much we need that social interaction. And to be honest, my dad got dementia because he was in a care home and he couldn't see anybody. He was locked in a room, and I'd wave to him from a car park outside, and that was it. But yeah, I mean, my dad loved football, and when it's at the football club, I'd draw up in the car park and his demeanour would suddenly change, and he was like, oh, I'm back, you know? And he'd talk about football with all the other men and stuff who were all interested in football, and I could talk to the carers.
And also involved to meet new people, especially for my mum, to meet new people. And even though she doesn't speak English very fluent, it's not a barrier when it comes to dancing. She enjoyed the dancing, and people speak English to her, and for some there is a way of communication in that, and I found that fascinating. Also, she's not in the house, and otherwise it will be really a struggle for her to be in the house all the time, because obviously I work, so I find the time to support her to the dancing. So yes, it's very important. It brings people out of the house.
The theme of International Day for Older People is a fantastic theme this year. And when you say to people, what about the part we play? They immediately think, oh yes, older people play such a huge role in our communities. Some of that can be on a very personal level. It could be around supporting their families with childcare, for example. It could be supporting older people themselves. It could be within groups. It could be in a whole way, a variety of different things. So I think we should think for all year, what about the part that we're actually playing within our communities?
We couldn't run without the older people, because obviously younger people are either in work or college. We do support single young mothers, but the majority, we could not run this project, we could not run this charity without the older people. Our eldest volunteer is 96, lives alone, and she gets a bus from the next estate to come and volunteer. She makes the tea, and people get involved, and it gets them out of the house. It helps with the mental health, with loneliness, and they're helping each other, and that people become like a family. So they've got a place to come and be part of the whole community.
So what I really enjoy about playing a part in the community that I'm engaged in is when I see people, particularly our adults with learning disabilities, really gaining something from the opportunities that they are involved in. In my role as a school governor, when I see our children thriving and doing well, and I think we've played a part in that. When we're working with older people and we see them coming together and enjoying themselves, that's the part that I really enjoy. That's the part that gives me the biggest buzz.
I'd like to think I offer support to my dad and everybody that comes here, really. You know, we all support each other massively, young and old alike. It's great. These older people love all the old time music and love to get together and have a chat about the old days. It's brilliant.
Caring for people, I enjoy pointing them to things, not so much leading them, but saying this is like a facilitator. I enjoy doing that, and I would think I just get a buzz out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, this has been like a lifeline to me. The people here are so supportive. He gets to dance, he interacts with other people in a safe environment, and everybody's just lovely, friendly. They all love the music, and it does him good. It lifts his mood.
I get on well with everything.
Yeah.
People have said to me, it's like one big happy family. Nobody's judged, and you walk in, you're accepted, whatever you're feeling like, whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just a safe place to be.
So I think we need to really value those older people who come forward and help us with all the different ways in which they work in charities, in which they engage with their communities, and say to them a huge thank you for all that you do, because without you, many of these services, many of these ways in which we're supporting our younger people, our older people, our teenagers wouldn't be possible without the energy and the effort that's put in by our older people.
As you've seen in the videos, we've been able to demonstrate the vital contributions that people have played in our community and the different roles that they've played. If you want to get involved, please visit our Age Friendly page on the Middlesbrough Council website. Search Age Friendly Middlesbrough. You'll find a lot of information about our project, and get in touch if you want to get involved.